सच्चिदानन्दरूपिणे विनायकाय नमः। पञ्चाङ्गम् अद्यतनपञ्चाङ्गम् पञ्चविंशत्यधिकैकशतोत्तर पञ्चसहस्रतमकलियुगाब्दः श्रीशोभकृत्नामसंवत्सरः दक्षिणायनं वर्षऋतुः भाद्रपदमासः कृष्णपक्षः चतुर्दशी तिथिः उत्तरफल्गुनी नक्षत्रं ब्रह्मयोगः भद्राकरणं भार्गववासरः। Today's date 13th October 2023.
Namaste. All of you have received the PPT that was sent to you today morning or yesterday. All of you have received? Nursing students, have you received? No? It was sent in the SVSR faculty group, so whoever is in charge kindly share in the nursing group also. We'll start all together. ऐगिरि नन्दिनि नन्दिता मेदिनि विश्वविनोदिनि नन्दनुते गिरिवन विन्ध्यशिरोदिनि वासिनि विष्णुविलासिनि विष्णुनुते भगवति देशिति नन्दकुटुम्बिनि भूरि कुटुम्बिनि भूरि कृते जय जय हे महिषासुरमर्दिनि रम्यकपर्दिनि शैलसुते करमुरलीरव बीजित पूजित लज्जित कोकिल मंजुमते मिलित पुलिंद मनोहर गुंजित रंजित शैल निकुंजगते निज गुण भूत महाशबरी गण सद्गुण संभृत केलितले जय जय हे महिषासुरमर्दिनि रम्यकपर्दिनि शैलसुते कटितट पीता दुकूल विचित्रा मयूख तिरस्कृता चंद्ररुचे प्रणत सुरासुर मौलिमणिस्फुरदं शूलसन्नख चंद्ररुचे जितकनकाचल मौलिपदोर्जित निर्भर कुंजरा कुंभकुचे जय जय हे महिषासुरमर्दिनि रम्यकपर्दिनि शैलसुते कटितटपीत दुकूल विचित्र मयूख तिरस्कृत चंद्ररुचे प्रणत सुरासुर मौलिमणिस्फुरदं शूलसन्नख चंद्ररुचे जितकनकाचल मौलिपदोर्जित निर्भर कुंजर कुंभकुचे जय जय हे महिषासुरमर्दिनि रम्यकपर्दिनि शैलसुते
श्लोक गीता चैप्टर श्लोक 9 अथ चित्तं समाधातुं न शक्नोषि मयि स्थिरम् अभ्यासयोगेन ततः मामिच्छाप्तुं धनञ्जय
Suprabhatam, Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. So far, in the first shloka, Arjuna started with the question whether Nirguna Brahma or Nirguna Ishvara Upasana, the Bhakta who do that, are closer to you, or the Bhakta who do Saguna Ishvara Upasana or Vishwarupa Upasana is closer to you. For which Krishna is giving the answer. First step, he said, of course, moksha, one who attains me. That means one who attains moksha. Moksha means what? Freedom from problematic mind. Okay, mind which is insisting, mind which hates, mind which is having too much of passion. Calm mind, mind which is free of all these problems, shoka, moha, that Arjuna has now. So that mind is a mind which is problematic mind, which is not free. Which is free is the mind that we want. And for that mind we need to understand. So we are going through certain process steps that Krishna Paramatma is telling us. So first step he says, Nirguna Brahma, Nirguna Ishvara, Upasana, the person who does that bhakta will attain me. Moksha, he will attain moksha. Okay, then he says that is not easy because Nirguna means you have to just imagine attributeless Ishvara without attributes, and that is difficult because we have been used, our mind is used to be extroverted, and it is very difficult to think about Ishvara or dwell upon Ishvara who is Nirguna, and that is pure consciousness, and it also happens to be your own nature also, the true nature. Then Krishna Paramatma says, okay, that is difficult for you Arjuna now, but Arjuna, what you can do now is you can do Saguna Ishvara. Ishvara who is having attributes, but that Ishvara with attribute, what is the attribute? Vishwarupa Ishvara. Attribute in the form of the entire world, all aspects of the world is the attribute of Ishvara. So you can dwell upon such Ishvara. Now, Arjuna may ask a question that no, still there are some people whom I cannot think of as Ishvara. Even for us that happens, There is a neighbor who keeps on pestering us, giving us some problem. Then when you are in this pursuit, you will say, I am able to think everybody is Ishvara. But that neighbor, it's very difficult. How can he be Ishvara? That acceptance will not be there in our mind. So Krishna Paramatma says that if you are not able to dwell upon all aspects of this creation as Ishvara, your mind is not yet ready. So then what is the next step? For which Ishvara is giving the answer in this shloka. Let us look at this shloka. Padavicheda. Atha Chittam Samadhatum Na Shaknoshi Mai Sthiram Abhyasa Yogena Tataha Mam Ichchaptum Dhananjaya. So he is telling, Atha, if you are not able to dwell upon me as Ishvara, Vishwarupa Ishvara, that means there is still some place where you say, no, I cannot accept this as Ishvara still. If your mind is not ready, then that means you are not able to dwell. Samadhatum means you are not able to meditate. Meditate means you are not able to entertain the thought of all aspects being Ishvara. Then, na shaknoshi, not able to do it. Mai sthira, mai here means Ishvara who is in the form of this entire world, creation. Mam, so here mai means in Ishvara. So you are not able to meditate upon Ishvara as this entire world. Some aspect of the world your mind comes to is not able to accept it as Ishvara. And it is still not steady. So one aspect comes, you say this is not Ishvara. So it's not steady. So that steadiness should be there in our understanding, in our conviction, which fructifies into our thought pattern. So he is telling, if you are not able to dwell, then Abhyasa Yogena. Tataha means then. Abhyasa Yogena. Here Abhyasa Yoga means, Shankaracharya says that you keep one alambana, pratika, one symbol. When you look at the symbol, you will be reminded of divinity, God. That is what was told as Ishta Devata Upasana. All of you will be having one Ishta Devata, somebody, or some aspect of this nature, or this world, or this creation, which is making you like, you like that very much. It appeals, you get appealed by it. It appeals to you. That aspect you take in your mind and meditate upon that aspect as Ishvara. Okay, so that is being talked about in here. Like somebody likes Kamadhenu. There are a lot of symbols. These symbols are available in Puranas and Itihasas. All Saguna Ishvara, Ekarupa. This is called Ekarupa Saguna Ishvara. One specific form of Ishvara. You take any such alambana or support for your meditation which your mind is inclined towards, that appeals to your mind. That is called Abhyasa Yoga. And what does Vishwarupa Upasana do? It expands your mind. You are able to, your mind should be completely expanded. It should accept everything as Ishvara. That is expansion of mind. And this Saguna Ishvara Ekarupa, specific form meditation or Ishtadevata Upasana brings in concentration, Chitta Ekagrata. That is why he is saying Abhyasa Yogena. And this meditation should not be done one time. I will sit in a month, one day or 2 days. Ekadashi, I will sit. No, that is not called regular meditation. That is not called practice or Abhyasa. Abhyasa means every day you sit and your mind will go away from Ishvara. Again bring it back to Ishvara using the alambana or that particular symbol. Like this flag is a symbol for our country. We don't keep saluting the entire country, right? Go everywhere and salute. You salute this flag, you are saluting the whole country. So the representation of Ishvara, you please do that. Then what happens? Mam Ichhaptum Dhananjaya. Why you are going to do this Abhyasa Yoga? By this Abhyasa Yoga, you will attain the capability to do Vishwarupa Upasana, which is a step before this step. Hey Dhananjaya. This is what is being told by Lord Krishna. Thank you.
All the BSc and MSc YVT students are requested to assemble in the SMET hall. BSc YT first and third semesters are requested to assemble in Tapas. And all the faculties who have registered, all the BNYS, BAMS, nursing, PhD students are requested to assemble in Satyakal. Today 5:15 sharp. Okay, thank you so much, and I request Shri Pranamidi to hoist the flag. We'll end with the Shanti Mantra. Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinah Sarve Santu Niramaya Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu Ma Kaschid Dukkha Bhavet. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.
भारत माता की वंदे मातरम।